Hello everyone, welcome to our course Chinese Tea. From here, you can learn the Chinese tea culture, the classification of Chinese tea, and how to brew different types of tea. Okay, ready? Let's go! Tea is a friend of meditation, keeping the heart immersed in profound tranquility. Tea is wings of imagination, lifting people above the mundane world while remaining clear-minded, getting people nearer wisdom rather than losing sanity. Therefore, in nearly every Eastern country, people have the same habit of drinking tea, because people in the East need this simple but not insipid drink. This is a tradition of life as well as of culture, just like the Eastern wisdom that they admire, which is featured in the spirit of self-reflection. Because of their different producing techniques, Chinese tea is divided into 6 major types: green tea, white tea, yellow tea, oolong tea, black tea, and dark tea. Some people say that green tea, simple and light, stand for the scholasticism of South China. Black tea, mild and reserved, is quite ladylike. Oolong tea, warm and persistent, resembles the perseverance of gymnosophists. Dark tea, with the lingering aftertaste, symbolizes the wisdom of the elderly, and so on and so forth. China is the homeland of tea, taking a leading position in the planting, producing, and drinking of tea. The discovery and usage of tea has had a history of 4,000 or 5,000 years in China, from the earliest fresh boiled tea taken as a can of soup to later dried and preserved tea, from the simple green tea to the blooming of 6 major cans of tea. Tea, which started catching on in the Tang and Song dynasties, has carried itself to the contemporary times. The flavor of tea, which is sometimes thin and sometimes thick, seemingly bitter but actually sweet, has flown throughout the long history for ancient times up to now. What is more, with its unique appeals, tea has broken the bond of fields and been brought to all parts of the world. The origin of tea is lost among history and legends. What can be roughly confirmed is that tea originated in the southwest of China, in Yunnan and other places. There still exist wild tea trees over 1,000 years old. It is said that the first man to discover what tea can do is Shen Nong, the father of agriculture and herbal medicine in China. In time immemorial, people knew very little about plants. in order to find out which plants could be eaten and which couldn't. Shen Nong tested various kinds of plants to find out their features as food or medicine. Fortunately, Shen Nong had a transparent stomach, which made it possible for him, after he had eaten the plants, to observe the reaction in his stomach caused by them. That is where the famous story of Shen Nong tasting 100 plants came from. One day, after working for a long time, Shen Nong felt tired and thirsty, so he rested under the tree and started a fire to boil water. Suddenly, some tree leaves fell into the water hollowware on the fire. Shen Nong drank the water and found it not only sweet and tasteful, but freshening as well. He found his exhaustion all gone, so he finished all the water in the hollowware. Another tale is a little different from this one, but more amazing. It is said that Shen Nong tried 72 different kinds of poisonous plants in a day, and he lay on the ground barely alive. At this moment, he noticed several leaves dropping from the tree beside him, giving off gusts of fragrance. With curiosity and habit, Shen Nong put the leaves in his mouth and chewed them. After a little while, he felt well and energetic again. So he picked more leaves to eat and thus cleared all the poison in his body. Whatever way the story goes, tea interested Shen Nong and attracted him to do further research on its characteristics. The ancient Chinese medical book called Shen Nong Herbal, which is attributed to Shen Nong, says that tea tastes bitter. Drinking it, one can think quicker, sleep less, move lighter, and see clearer. That is the earliest book to put down the medical functions of tea.